from module number 2, and the content is LOI. What is this LOI? Okay, let's see LOI. It stands for the letter of intent. You see here, LOI. Is it a letter of intent? Now, what is this letter of intent? Many times when we do a project, when we are doing a project, that time we not singly working on a project. N number of peoples are there, N number of departments are there. When I call the N, it is not an infinity, okay? But many departments togetherly they are working. Many people togetherly they are working. Some people are from the organization. Some people are from outside the organization. Okay. When we call outside the organization, it may be the vendor, it may be the contractor, a main contractor, subcontractors, like that one. Okay. And yes, in this case, there are the many things legally we need to take on the paper before we started a project. Okay, just like we want to a machinery, we want workers, we want to build a building, and we give the contract to the construction person who is taking the contract for making a building and all, build up the building. Now, before that one, does we directly say to we call the contractor and say, okay, you started to you make a building for me, and this is the drawing, you just do it. No, what we do, we are communicate with that party. Okay, the main party. As say you become a project manager. Okay, we consider that you become a project manager, and now you want to give a contract to make a building, to build a building. In that situation, you first tell what type of the building that you want. Okay, because you do not know anything about the civil engineering, what is the structuring of it. So you call to the your main team, they give the drawing, okay, and then even either if team is not there, then you hire the team from the outside one, means the contractor who takes the contract. So he gives the different type of designing to you, and then you select it. But before that, again, you need to have a communication. You should know what is the financial help, means the amount required. Okay, what type, how much is the contract? Okay, how much amount that you want to you should pay to that the third party, that is a contractor. Okay, each and everything that is to be not only in oral communication, but sometimes in a written communication is there, or in such in that is called legal one, means you are doing a what we call the legal contract between the two parties. But before doing the legal contract, there is a some before that part. One second. Okay. Before we going for the legal contract, what we do, we have a serious commitment between the two parties. That yes, he is doing the job. Sorry, so there is a serious commitment between the two parties, between the contractor who is taking the contract and the person who is giving the contract, or organization who is giving the contract to the contractor. So that one second. Okay. So before we are finalizing legal documents, we make a bargaining between the parties related to the what is the prices he quoted. Okay. Also, some seriousness about whether that third party is really wanted to work for you or not. Okay. So that commitment is nothing but the letter of intent. It means everything before legalization. Okay. We are writing, we give in the writing one. Okay. And say that, okay, we are ready to work with this organization. We are ready to do this on this particular price. Okay. And what are the things is there? Okay. Accordingly, it means when to start the building, how to complete, what type of the material they are using, what type of the cement they are using. Okay, the many things are there. Okay, so they give in on the paper and say, okay, we are ready for this with this code. So this is a letter of intent. It means before legal means if somebody not ready to work on the same price which is mentioned in the letter of intent, we are not going in a court to just to have say that he is taking our contract and now he's denying because it is not a legal one. But yes, after a LOI, we are finalizing it. It means the bargaining is there. Just like when you go to the shop to buy, say, the mobile or to buy a laptop, the price he quoted say 1,10,000, and you say okay, this is the model, you say select it properly. Okay, then you select whatever configuration is required and all other things, and then about the pricing you say that okay, what is the price of it, then he say 1,10,000, then you say bargaining it up to the 90,000, then he's ready for the 95,000. Then okay, the shopkeeper is okay with the 95,000, you are okay with the 95,000. But the problem is that you do not have a cash, you do not have the sufficient money. So you say okay, I will come on next day to buy this laptop, until you just put that laptop in your custody. Custody means put it, so don't sell that laptop till 2 days, because after the 2 days I will come there and just buy that laptop. Okay, I will pay the laptop, I will pay the amount and bring the laptop from you. In between these two parties, when the shopkeeper and the person that is we, that is okay. We have a commitment that after the 2 days, I will buy the laptop. I will pay your amount. Okay, till that, don't sell the laptop to anybody because it is only the one piece. And yes, you want that, but just because of the certain amount, because of the money, you say okay. After the 2 days, I will definitely buy it. So what is that? This is a commitment, and this commitment is nothing but the letter of intent. Means you are giving in written form, not to the shopkeeper, because I'm just giving this example to understood the concept of LOI. But in a industry point of view, there is a 50 number of pages, 60 number of pages, 100 number of pages are there. Okay, and each and everything you are saying, just like if you want to have a contract to the civil contractor. So what we do, we say that okay, what type of the bar you use, steel bar, which company, the quality of it. Okay, the cement, what type of the cement you use, which company you use, how much quantity that you are using. Okay, if it is a brakes. Okay, if it is a gravel, so everything you mention it, not only that one, but also you say at what time it will complete. Okay, and who will manage all the things, each and everything that you are, what are the minute and minute things you mention in that one. But yes, it is a letter of intent only because it is just to before final legalization of it, you give this document to your team, and team read all the documents. Also, you give your document to his team. He read all the documents. Okay, and then if there is certain mistake, they will overcome it, and otherwise they will make a final contract, which is the legal one. But before the legal, we call it is a letter of intent. So here we call letter of intent is a document outlining the general plans of an agreement between the two or more parties before legal agreement is finalized. Are you getting my point? So this is the way. Means before finalization, what we do, we have a document, a paper document where each and everything is writing same as a legal one, but just before the finalization of the legal document. Okay. Now, what is the common purpose of the LOI? The one is a letter of intent is not a contract, as I said, and cannot be legally enforced. So we are not going to courts to say, okay, he gave me the letter of intent and he say, okay, I completed this work with these prices and he quoted the price, he quoted the time and everything. And now he is denying to complete the part. As it is not a legal one, we can't do anything. Okay, can't do. Second, it signifies the serious commitment. Now, why we are doing this one? If it is not the legal info, we are not challenged legally. That it is signifies a serious commitment from one involved party to another. So it means we are giving a commitment to the each other. Just like as I say, I gave the example of the shopkeeper and you. So we are giving the serious commitment to the shopkeeper that after the 2 days we will pay it and we will bring the laptop. Okay. So this is the serious commitment, and that's why we are doing this one. Second, a LOI may be used to clarify the transaction before a full contract is drawn up. It means smallest and smallest things, whether you agree or disagree. So you mentioned there, and after before the finalization, we clarify that part. Okay, is it okay for us? Is it okay for us like this one? Because so that after the final, there should not be any contracts or something which happened. That oh, we are wrongly we are doing this contract and all. Okay, to officially declare the partnership or negotiation between the two parties or to clarify the mutual understanding. The case is that we are clarify the transaction before full contract is drawn up to officially declare the partnership. Still, we are not declared that we are a partner, but yes, we are in a process. Just like we are in a process. Say, if you have the three quotations to make a building, contract civil contractor have quoted the three quote to you and you prepare you just have see that okay everybody is having quoted properly the prices is okay. Now what you are doing, you are negotiation to each and every party. It means if there is a two parties you like it, then what you are doing, you are negotiating with the A party, you are negotiating with the B party. If C is okay, it is we are rejected, but A and B is okay for us. Now what we are doing, we are doing a negotiation with them, whom, with the party A as well as the party B. And all the times we have the communication. Okay, what is the requirement? What type of the things that you want? What whether you are compromised with the quality, to compromise with the time, and every other thing. Okay, and simultaneously, what you are doing, you are dealing with the two parties, and the one party get finalized after that. To declare the officially that the parties are currently negotiating as in the merger or joint venture proposal. So we are doing this one. Just declare officially that the parties are currently negotiating. It means sometimes what we have, say party A, B, C quoted to you, and what you doing, you are negotiating with the party A, and B and C you are on a standby mode. In that situation, what you are doing, you are communicating with the party A. Okay, and the B and C is the standby mode because we are first negotiating with them because we like the work of that company A, contractor A. So we are negotiating. If the A is fail to negotiate, then we will move for the B. So here, what is the safety things is that before if I finalize the contract, then what happens? I need to speak with the A. But as now I am negotiating with them, I have a chance to go for the B if he is not give me that code properly. Okay, so this is the way to provide the safeguard in case a deal collapse. So as I said, if something is deal is collapse during the negotiation, the we are safe. It means we are not have a legal contract. Does it mean the both the parties are free to leave? Okay, there is no legal formalities and all. Okay, because just because we found that a negotiation is uh, there is a deal get failed, and because of that one we are going for the next one to verify the certain issues regarding the payments made for the sum is. So this is also a way most of the time The deals are done on the basis of a price that take both a quality work and the time. Okay, many times you might be say when the one company merge into the another company, or one company overtake they take over, sorry, take over the other company. In that time, there is a negotiation. The deal with 12,000 crores, deal with the 1 lakh crore. Okay, and in between that, sometimes the deal gets paid. Okay, so this is the thing. So we are doing the letter of intent just for the safeguard, so that we get a time to negotiate the thing. We get a correct document before finalization of the before legal finalization of the documents and all. So letter of intent is good. It is a communication mode of it. So just like there is an advantage, always there is a disadvantage. Now, what is the disadvantage? Now, when we are doing negotiation, what happens? Parties may engage in the protracted negotiation on only subset of deals terms. One thing. Second, management time and focus may be diverted. Because of this one, what happens? When you are negotiating, it is not finalized within a 1 day. It may require 2 days, 7 days, 15 days, 1 month. So the time of management and the focus may be diverted because of that one thing. The next disadvantage is alternative opportunity may be missed. When we are dealing with this one party, as our mind focus on the only negotiation part of the only the first party, in that situation we miss out the many opportunities. Okay, and market may be move against the parties during the negotiation. In certain cases, what happens if your negotiation is so long, then the other parties, just like I gave the example of the say party A, B, and C, the three contractors who quoted you, all the three having the same prices, but first you prepare a party to negotiate. Now B and C is on the standby mode; they are just waiting for it, whether the deal is complete or not. If it is not complete, then only the B and C will be get a chance to commit there. But if it is a very long time, then B and C's interest, both the parties may have reduced the interest, and they will say, okay, now we will not interested to take a contract of that person or that company. Okay, so that may be happen just because of the extra time if there for negotiation. Parties may be reduce their lack of workable deal framework into the LOI with the hope of making a progress later. Okay. The public disclosure obligations may be inadvertently triggered. Now, in this case, what happens when we are negotiation? There is no legal bonding, but there are the certain things which may be disclosed by that party. It means, say, for a contractor that you give for reactor, and your special type of designing of a reactor is needed. But yes, the fabrication and all other work done by that party. Now you give the all the detail of your reactor to him because why you are giving the details? Because he want to fabricate that one, and for that one he need a detail so that he can quote it. Now in that situation, many times what happens? There is a disclose of this designing to the other parties if your deal get cancelled, or in certain cases they may be due to the your competitor. So these are the things maybe happen. Okay, so you carefully do a LOI in this case. The risk of leaks, as I said, then they exacerbated by the desire of some doubt, the LOI to the word of, or shop it to another party. It means many times there is a risk of leaking the data from you. Means the competitors maybe take the advantage of it. It means if you hand over your documents, some important, the important documents to the your competitor, then there will be the big loss. Okay. Now, what are the contents in LOI? What is there? Okay. Each and everything is there. Let's say what is there. One is the brief description of the essence of the idea or project being considered. So, when you are giving a contract, either you give the single contract to start a project, or you can give the multiple contracts. just like a contract for the civil, the contract for the electrical, contract for mechanical, for contract for the instrument, contract for the equipments and all. Or you have give only one contract to the one main contractor and say, okay, I need this project. I want to manufacture, say, the acetic acid. Okay, now this is the say you design the plant, you design the thing, and give me a ready-made plant, or you yourself, that is the organization, design it, and accordingly they will contact. So brief description is important for that indication of how the project would benefit. Now, obviously, in the letter of intent, the party who is taking the contract, definitely there should be a certain amount of the certain benefit to get to that party. Okay, so here how the benefit to the each and every party to be included. Indication of who would manage and deliver the project. Now, this is important. Who is the person who is leading the project? Who is the organization? What is the team? Everything is to be needed to provide there. Indication of when and for how long the project will run. This is important. So, when you are giving a contract, so what is the time period for it? What is the starting period? What is the end period of it? Indication of how the project result would be disseminated. Okay. Then the indication of who the potential partners might be for the project and how they might contribute. Now, sometimes there are the partners, so you need to disclose the partners to them. Who is the partner? Because many times what happens, they may not be ready to work with that partner. Okay, if the company A involved with the company B, say Maruti and Suzuki, both are doing the cars. Now, one of the contractor may not be take a contract if the Suzuki or the Maruti be the partner. The reason behind either he have some legal contract with the other parties like Toyota or Honda, who is supplying the product, who is supplying the material, and at the same time he will not do a contract with these people because the technology might be a similar one. In that situation, there will be the chances. Okay, so sorry, the partners should be mention the names of the partners and the detailings of it, an estimate of the budget that is the anticipated to be required. What is the budget of your project is to be mentioned there, and indication of how the funds are to be raised. So this is also the important that where from you get a fund and all that is to be just to mention there. Okay, in it. So this is all about letter of intent. Okay, and this is not a legal document, but still it is very important before we are finalizing. Just like we call it is a drafting of it.